Spreading good vibes, spreading good cheer, spreading that cartwheel all the year.
Hello, hello, hello. How's it going out there on a Sunday evening? We're doing a late night stream today, folks. Late night for me. It's 10:23. We are finally live over here in the Creamery. We're vibing here tonight. We're going to have a good time. We're going to I don't know exactly what we're gonna do here tonight. I have no plans really other than to chat and vibe and kind of see where things take us. We might play a game. I have thoughts on what game we might play if we do game. However, I mostly wanted to talk and just kind of get live because I was like, I had like a really good week of like streaming on Kai Will and Maldad, and then last week hello by the way, welcome to the Creamery. I'm Kai Will. My face is on the screen now, and yeah, hi. How's everybody doing? How is everyone's week/weekends? It is the end of this is this Sunday, which is either however you want to look at it, the end of the previous week or the beginning of the next week. According to calendars, it would be the beginning of the next week. According to most people in society, it would be the end of the previous week. Whichever you prefer, whichever you like, stick with that. Also, Steve, I saw you coming in here and popping off that sub, being subscribed for 46 fucking months. That's insane. I can't believe that I've even had, like, that it's even possible that you're going to be going on being subscribed for 4 fucking years. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting the Creamery, supporting what we do here, which is just nonsense. I really appreciate you being a part of the stream, being a part of the channel, and just being a friend. Thank you for that. And I'm now just reading the message after saying all this thank you, and the message reads, Bussy. Bussy. Thank you so much. And we got Panicked in the house. Welcome on in, Panicked. Yo, gonna do some light grinding in Metaphor, so this seems like a good vibe zone for that. And I read good, even though it does say I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'm trying my best. Also, I'm gonna look at what Metaphor is, because I have no idea what that is. Grinding, something tells me maybe some RPG, but maybe it's something, Metaphor. Is it Metaphor or Refantasio? Or some other type of metaphor? Okay, I'm seeing anime. From the creative minds behind Persona 3, 4, and 5 comes Metaphor. So it is almost absolutely an RPG. It's from Atlas. Okay, cool. Turn-based RPG. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm a fan of RPGs, so that wow, I put to go unscrew the cap on my water. It was already unscrewed. Ah. Hell yeah. About ready to end it all from a... Oh, no, please, no. 16-hour shifts, I can't even imagine. I will be straight up honest with it. Like, it was like, I have never worked more. I think the longest shift I ever had was like 13 hours at Cottage Inn Pizza in college. I worked at a Cottage Inn Pizza, and I think it was on either Super Bowl or Homecoming or some shit like that. I worked from like 4 in the afternoon until I want to say, or maybe it's 3 in the afternoon until like 4 o'clock in the morning the next day, and that was the longest shift I ever worked. I think it was either that or at Jimmy John's. I want to say one of those. Always gotta support you, Kyle. Too bad I missed you the other day at Daisy's, but the co-stream was hilarious. Oh, the co-stream was so much fun. And I'm gonna go back over on Wednesday again for another co-stream, because that actually sitting down and being in the same room and being able to like riff off of each other and I was having such a fucking this whole weekend. So like, if you don't know, and anybody out there listening or tuning in right now, oh excuse me, I've been streaming and hosting my own kind of like DJ hour over on the Twitch channel Maldad Entertainment. And so last week I only got my Monday stream in, and unfortunately Tuesday and Wednesday were just really high anxiety days for me, so I wasn't able to to step up to the plate and do my solo DJ set on Tuesday. Or DJ time, whatever you want to call it. We call it a DJ set in radio, I think too. So, or with a DJ session, like block with talk sets. It's kind of how it was done. It's just a chatting stream kind of with me, but like I played the music louder than my voice, so so people can hear that. But then on Friday, I was like, since I missed Wednesday's co-stream was normally when we would have done that. I said, hey, we'll just do it on Friday night when I can come over, and then we could go to my dad's house to do a jam sesh for Maldad stuff on Saturday, which is what we did. And it was Yesterday was the jam. Oh my gosh, we got like 3 solid jams like recorded, just like complete improv stuff. It was so much fun. I'm really excited to do some more stuff and like learn some more of the actual like structured stuff that Maldad has set up and everything. I'm so very, very excited. It was such a good weekend. Like went over to my dad's. It felt like old times. Went over to my dad's, got pizza, hung out, and I like the only difference now is that when we went over there, I smoked weed, and then we were like jamming and shit. When in the past, I was actually not a smoker. when I was over doing all the jamming in the past, oddly enough. That didn't become a thing until college, really. All right, I slept for 6 hours last night. Okay, so I'm gonna be straight up. 6 hours is my norm. Like that's what I normally get, and I feel pretty rested after 6 hours. Today was a weird day because I jammed yesterday, so I'm like extra exhausted. So I slept my normal about 5 or 6 hours last night. And then earlier today, I just passed out around, I don't even know, it must have been like 4:30-ish. I have no recollection of exactly what time it was when I passed out, but I just like went poof, and I woke up. I'm still waking up. I woke up around 8 p.m. and I was like, wow, I've been asleep. I took a nap. That was exactly what I needed after playing so much music, and I actually have a blister on my left index finger from playing bass. Because Atlas took their favorites from their different franchises, put them in a blender on chunky setting, then poured in a soup of standard fantasy world. Interesting. That actually legitimately sounds interesting to me. Because I really do like Persona. Like I like Persona 4, and I want to play. I have 5, Royal or whatever. So I do want to get through those but I also like other RPG games. Like so, if like I don't know, interesting. And my roommate's been really into like playing Final Fantasy, modding Final Fantasy, like ROM hacks for Final Fantasy. So it's really cool. We're gonna be playing a Final Fantasy 3 ROM hack on stream at some point once he's done with it. I can assure you that is going to be a thing. The Maldad studio space is hella dope. Beats the other units. Actually, yes, I agree. It's different. It's much different. Like the other one in the basement was way too small. I mean, like for like at the time, like for like what that was going on, I feel like and just like for what you like, it's just a smaller space. Like it's and everything. The one upstairs was nice, but like the layout was weird, if you ask me, like how it was laid out and everything. This newer one is much, it flows well. I like it. It feels like you're walking into like some sort of like warehouse venue or something. It feels like a basement show, but like an apartment, and then it has that office like studio thing. It's nice. It's nice. I really like it. I hadn't been to their new place until Friday, I guess. It feels homey. I like it. And then I've actually been redecorating and reorganizing around my apartment and doing things. As you can see, I picked this up at the used music store the other day because I actually didn't even know that they had one of their own kind of like little drum pad things. I think I slightly remembered them having it like the last time we jammed or something. It was in the room. And I just saw it at the used music shop. I was like, hey, this will probably be good. And it has like a MIDI out and everything to it as well. So it's like, it has MIDI in and MIDI out. So I think you can feed like a MIDI sound into it, but also feed the MIDI. So I don't know, like I know for sure I'll be able to use it to trigger stuff in Ableton, which is going to be really nice. Because I can probably use this at like live stuff to like do like cool, like different stuff. Super weird. Yeah, that's why I just remember like it just felt awkward the way that everything was laid out, and this one seems a lot like makes a lot more sense. The only thing that's slightly weird is like the bathroom and the kitchen kind of thing, but like that's like if you're unless you're having like a party, I guess that would be like, and I don't think that that's like a thing that's gonna be happening there. It's just like, because like if I was having a party, the last thing I would want would be someone to take a nasty like dookie dump and then like be right next to the kitchen where all the food's at. I guess you guys close the door, and as long as there's like a fan or a ventilation system in there, then I think you're fine. There's like, I love how like my thoughts, everything immediately goes to fucking like taking shits. Immediately, I'm immediately like, what if you took a shit at a party? Like, we have to ask the real questions here in the creamery. We have to ask the real questions of, if you're at a party and you take a shit, who's gonna smell it? Where's the airflow? Like, how is this? Where is it? Is it gonna waft? How is it gonna like go into the other room? Are there fans? Is there Febreze? Is there, you know, like what's happening? Is there poopery? Like, these things you have to know ahead of time what you're dealing with at a party, and like what kind of food are we even eating at this party? Is it like, are we eating like chips and dips? Like, is it gonna, like, what kind of, so, because like the food that you eat at the party is also going to determine the consistency and odor, or like the aroma of your diarrhea. I immediately assume it's diarrhea if we're going to a party. That much we already know. That much is already inherently understood. Clearly, The Rock will be smelling what you were cooking. Yeah, he's gonna smell it about 24 hours later in his toilet bowl. And he's gonna be cleaning it out too. He's gonna be like sitting there and like, man, I really shouldn't have given Kyle that Mexicali dip. That was a really bad 7-Eleven bean dip for Kyle. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. That's a fucking The Rock. We don't know why. Like, I rolled with that because we don't rock. We just roll. Bringing mall dad jokes into the creamery. Oh hey, I'm live. I wouldn't have known. Oh wow! So the weekend, the mall dad weekend was a success. It was super fun. Friday night we did the stream over on Mall Dad Entertainment, the co-stream. And it just went, it was so much fun. I was laughing a lot. Yesterday, like, it's just, and this whole weekend's just kind of been like a floaty feeling, a good, happy vibe, and just like feeling like, you know what, like, life's good. I'm like, things are going, I'm feeling really happy. I got positive, you know, vibes going, like flowing through me. And I'm excited for future things, to do future stuff, but also very happy with how this last week has just gone in general. I mean, there's some ups and downs. Like I said, like, you know, I'd say Tuesday and Wednesday were like rough. They're like the rough days for me this past week. I got hit really bad on Tuesday with some anxiety, particularly some things that were surrounding, you know, my divorce, and like, you know, as happy as I can, or happy, as positive as I can be about the things that are going on, and as good as the proceedings are going, there are still, you know, some emotions that come up that aren't so aren't always so nice to deal with when you're going through it. Like, it's like I won't get into it necessarily on stream. More of like that's more probably like a personal conversation. I'll keep things light, like more light here, but I don't want to avoid like you know, like I won't say negative topics, but like topics that aren't like heavy topics. I want to avoid talking about heavy topics, but I'm not going to get into like the nitty gritty, because this is the this is the creamery. You know, we're gonna have fun here, but we're not going to avoid our emotions. But that's yeah. So I you know, I had some, you know, stuff on Tuesday and Wednesday, some anxiety, maybe even a little bit like a touch of sadness, depression, crushing feelings. Wednesday was more financial stuff. Tuesday was, and really with the Wednesday thing, it was more just like in the moment, like, oh my gosh, it feels like everything's going to end with this financial situation, but it really isn't. It's like, have a lot more time than I thought, like, or like, you know, it would always have more time than you think. And it seemed crushing in that moment, but with some more perspective and realizing that, oh, I do have time. We do have time. There's things that can be done to, you know, like, you know, kind of put this anxiety at rest. I was able to get through Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday was just amazing. I think like the second, like most of Wednesday, like honestly, like even though like Wednesday, I say there was like some anxiety, like it was really realistically only about an hour, like, and it felt overwhelming in that hour. But like the rest of Wednesday was really, really fucking good. So I went over to my dad's house on that day, kind of got it set up for the weekend where we were gonna do the jams. And Thursday and then like Wednesday afternoon, I think I was doing stuff around the house. I did more stuff on Thursday afternoon. I cleaned up even more on Friday before I left. Went over to my dad's, came back today, did more. Like I kind of reorganized this like the office a little bit more, so that things are kind of like in places. I got like some cords set up and doing things, and then I just took a fat fucking nap. My best friend, Princess Purple. If you're familiar with her in chat, she's currently on out of the country. She has fled. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the case. She's on vacation with her mom. It was her mom's birthday on Friday, so she is gone in Belize. So I've been just chatting with her here and there. And what was my original point with this? There was a thing that I wanted to mention about her, but now I can't remember because my brain is a mush. Oh, that's right. I remembered what I was going to say. Earlier when I was talking to her, I said, we were talking about some fucking shit. I said, I'm going to do a dab about that. And she's like, do one for me too. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I did a fat fucking dab and passed out for 3.5 hours or whatever the fuck it was. So, yeah, that was fun time. That was a good time. I crashed the fuck out. I was like, I'm done. I forgot to mention to them to check their Warner Bros. DVDs for disc rot. The issue has been picking up steam lately because it affects the pressings from 2005 to 2009 from various films. That's interesting. I've never heard of that before. Pop it on, send them out, send that, remember, so you remembered right now, so just send them a message right now telling them that. And then if they don't see it tonight, they might see it in the morning, and they'll be like, oh yeah, let me take a look. Yeah, there you go. Take a look inside my rectum, spread my cheeks, then inspect them. And that, my friends, is that's just how the cook. That's how the rectum crumbles. Ew! I hate that I said that. I really wish I hadn't said those exact words. That was a very bad grouping of words into a sentence. That's the way the rectum crumbles. Yikes! I said it again. Why did I say it twice? Why do I keep on saying this combination? It's doing things to me. Every time I say it, like that face is like a real, like my actual visceral reaction to saying the words. That's the way the rectum. That time I knew I was gonna say it, and and it made me laugh instead of. Oh, disc rot's been a thing, but it's been relevant lately. Interesting. So this is like any DVDs specifically that were pressed between 2006 and 2009. I wonder if I should look at some of mine. What do we know what causes disc rot? I want to know now. Disc rot. Disc rot is the chemical deterioration of optical discs, such as CDs and DVDs, that makes them unreadable. It's caused by oxidation, reactions with contaminants, and other factors. Symptoms. This is like a disease. They call it disc rot. Discoloration spots are holes on the disc, a crackling, staticky noise. Oh, so low-quality DVDs are apparently more like DVDs and CDs with low-quality materials. It says have a higher propensity to be caused exposure to heat, humidity, and light. Reactions with contaminants, ultraviolet light damage, and debonding of the adhesive used to adhere the layers of the disc together. Interesting. So, I mean, like, as long as you're storing your discs well and not, like, putting contaminants around them, and it seems like, you know, keeping them away from, like, light and, like the air, because, like, oxidation and whatnot, probably should be good. WB had a factory. Oh, so the cutting the corners, they probably used less like materials that weren't as great, which might, even if it's like in the case, if it heats up, maybe the discs inside of these plastic cases are getting hotter. Interesting. Fuck. Of course, Bofiab's around to quote my bullshit, my really bad. I can't. I honestly, in the moment when I said that, I was like, I didn't even think. Thankfully, Bofiab's not here to quote me on that. I just thought, man, I'm really mad that I said that, and now I'm even more upset that I didn't think about the fact that someone could quote me. Hi, Bofiab. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good Sunday evening where we're talking. You fool! I want to go full Gilbert Gottfried at 10:45 on a Sunday, but yes, I was quite the fool to forget about the quote. 100. Hey, we're up to 150 on the quotes. We just need one more, and we'll be like Pokemon, baby. OG 151. Yeah, Ray talks. If you're familiar with the streamer Ray here on Twitch, he used to be an achievement hunter. He was like the number when like the top 100 streamers on Twitch by like their revenue came out. Right, he was number 51, so he always talks about the 51 difference. But in Pokemon, it's the 151 difference. OG Gen 1, baby. I've been seeing pristine discs freshly opened from the shrink wrap. And oh wow, so before they even as they were shipped, they were already fucked. That's fucked. That's crazy. But welcome on in. I hope you've been having a good week, a good weekend, a good month. I mean, like, I guess we could say good month. It's only been 2 days, so like this is like very good. This is a good time to say if we're having a good month or not. If we're using the term month to refer to March, then yes, like I've been having a great month. It's only been 2 days, and these 2 days have been great. If we're talking about month as in the last 30 days, then yeah, actually last month's been pretty good too. This month's been pretty good too. Yeah, it's been a week. Like I said, I had my days, and I had a great weekend, and I just like, I don't know, I've been getting a lot done around the house, and I've just been like working on like changing like certain working on my mindset, like it's like slowly but surely kind of getting it to a place where I am in a good place. I am very happy. There are still little tiny things that I know I need to work on, and so I'm slowly working on them. I set up like my whiteboard calendar. Like I have this office, and I have like another desk area. It's just a table. Yeah, it's very interesting to have these different spaces to kind of work in, and I was doing like studio stuff at my dad's house, like recording music. It was very fun. I got to do a lot of creative stuff, but also I've been doing a lot of like things that feel productive, but they're like productive they're also, it's gonna be making it's productive, but it's gonna make it easier for me to I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's gonna make it easier for me to stay creative when I start being creative in the future, because I'm doing these like less creative things now. It's still kind of creative, like organizing. Like I can be creative with it, and I've reorganized and done and organized, reorganized. And I'm like all over, like so many times. Like this is like probably the 5th iteration of like how my office I want it to be, and this whole bookshelf is gonna be redone at some point too. It certainly depends on who made them and when. I know that there are old JVC DVDs that are highly sought after for PS2 homebrew. Oh, okay. The quality shit. Interesting. JVC DVDs. Yeah, I know the ones. The brand that I know that I see a lot of in like when you go through a lot of people's things. They'll have a lot of the CDs that were either rewritable, the DVD or CD-R. I think there was like when there was like rewritable, you could like clean them off, and really a lot of people use the verbatim brand. I've seen a lot of that in like people's like garage sale stuff or things like that. Yeah, it's fucked up. And for collectors, the films that suffered from the Pennsylvania factory in between those years also haven't had a release to Blu-ray or oh wow. I can see why that would be like an unfortunate, unfortunately a thing for collectors if they got these DVDs that are immediately upon opening them up, they're already destroyed, and there's no way for them to get. Especially though, like some people want the DVDs for that specific reason to of quality or like what they're like why they want to have it. Maybe there's they only have a DVD player. Who knows? I don't know. Collectors normally would just be for honestly, if they're DVD collectors, they want the DVD, and then if it's fucked up, it's kind of annoying, right? That sucks that they cut corners and then people I also the thing is I think from their perspective as a company, they're thinking no one's gonna want this shit in 25 years or 20 years. I think in this case less than 25 years. Which is that fair for them to make that assumption and then cut corners to and then the people end up having these DVDs that aren't quality in the future. I personally don't think that is a fair assumption to make, and it's not. I think that they should have thought about the quality if they were making these DVDs. Why are you, if you're just doing it for the profit instead of doing it for the love of making a thing? But how often is people doing that anymore? Okay, actually, you know what? I want to say that it's a lot more than I think. You know what? I want to say it's a lot more than I think because I'm a pessimistic asshole a lot of the time, and I want to be more optimistic. Let's be more optimistic. This water bottle, it's not half empty. It's entirely empty because I've been drinking a lot of water. It's actually half full. Popping real quick after the Oscars. Welcome on in. Oh, the Oscars. Hell yeah. Conan hosted the Oscars this year, right? Conan O'Brien? How did he do as a host? I actually want to know. He was great? Yes. Honestly, I thought he would kill it as I've been watching a lot of clips from his podcast. So he's been talking about that. And I was like, you know what? Conan, he seems like he's going to be a great host for the Oscars. Trademark unhit. Oh, I love it. I'm honestly gonna probably watch find where I can watch some just clips of Conan, because I have always loved Conan O'Brien. My dad loved Conan O'Brien on when he had the late night show that was after the Tonight Show. I remember watching the whole fucking bullshit with the Tonight Show when he got moved up, and then Jay Leno was like, actually, I want my spot back, and then took over, and then fucking Jimmy Fallon took over, and then Conan was on TBS, and I watched Conan on TBS until I didn't live in a place that had cable anymore. I love Conan. Fuck, yeah, I agree. I like some of the guests that have been on on Fallon, but Fallon, he's the same with every guest in my mind, and honestly, I just don't want. I want Sean Fallon too much. He does what he does, and so a lot of people like him. I don't like Jay Leno. I will shit on Leno. I never liked Jay Leno. But Conan, Paul Rudd's bit on Conan is one of my favorite fucking things of all time. I love Paul Rudd. I love that they have Conan. Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. I will give you that. I will agree with that statement. Fallon is the worst part of everything. You ever see the movie Taxi with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah? Talk about a fucking terrible movie. Oh my gosh. You wanna know how many times I've seen that movie? Far too many fucking times. Movie's so bad. Why have I seen it so much? Same with You Again. It's You Again with Jamie Lee Curtis. I think Kristen Bell. It's what the fuck? Yeah. I've honestly really been enjoying seeing like Seth Meyers, the clips that Seth Meyers has. Out of all the people who are on late night right now, I like his clips the best. Colbert is like hit or miss for me. I liked Stephen Colbert when he had the character of the Colbert Report, like of that, like that character. That character was fun for me. When he moved to late night and he was like, oh, that was a character and I'm not playing that character anymore, I was like, okay, you're still like, he's still funny, but he's like, I don't, it's just a different vibe. And I really like what Seth Meyers vibe. And Jimmy Kimmel's like, you know, he's cool. He's like, he did the Man Show. That's all. I don't know. I can't not see. When I see Jimmy Kimmel, all I can think of is like, hey, now we're gonna end the show with girls jumping on trampolines. Is that bad? He did this to me. The Mac and Me, yes, it's so fucking funny. It's this. He's been doing the same bit for like over a decade. I love Paul Rudd. He can do fucking anything. Kimmel doing shtick is not great, but Kimmel being a real human is actually very good. Okay, I haven't really watched his late. I will say that there were certain things I remember seeing like from like Jimmy Kimmel's like interviews with certain people, not because it would be, hey, this person's being interviewed by Jimmy Kimmel, I like this person, I want to know more about them, I'll watch the interview. He does do good like when he's sitting down and talking to people, that though yeah, I'll agree. It's when he's doing like the little bits and bobs, I feel like he's a little too he tries too hard to like get like laughs with like his like, you know, bits, and so that's where he he's like, I gotta push the envelope, but he's not sure how to, and then he does it. I don't know. That was always my take on Jimmy Kimmel, and so maybe it was, and like obviously I had the preconceived notion of the Man Show, so I never really went in watching Jimmy Kimmel or trying to seek him out. But to be fair, it's really Adam Carolla from the Man Show is the one I actually dislike a whole hell of a lot more. What if I told you that Paul Rudd has a horror comedy this year called Death of a Unicorn? I'd say, Nisk, this year, like it's coming, like, you remember when I said we were going on a movie date? When is this movie? when and where? Sign me up. I will drive. Like, we will, like, I actually, like, you know, I'm taking my car in, hopefully, or the car in. I don't want to say my car. It's the car. It's the apartment car. Wait, what? Okay, wait, I have to look this up. If it's around my birthday, fuck me. I'm gonna fucking shit. Call me Pee Wee Herman, because no, never mind. I'm not finishing that joke. I think you guys all got the gist of that one. I'm just gonna look up Paul Rudd. You said, oh, you gave me the name of the movie. I could have just done that, but I want to look up the Paul Rudd and then the movie. Actually, no, I'm just gonna look it up because it's gonna be way easier. 2025 film. Oh my gosh. It is 2025. March 28th? Literally through. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. This comes out the week of my birthday. Oh my gosh! I'm horny. Straight up. I am kidding you. This was all an elaborate ruse. Wait, you changed the Google search results to say that it comes out on the 28th? How dare you, Nisk? I trusted you. I believed in you. I believed in us. And then you do this? You say it was a ruse? It's just to get me excited about something that's not even gonna happen. You're just like my wife. No, just fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop that right there. That character went too far. My uncle works at Nintendo. You think I don't? You think I don't a Google guy? Woo! Don't got a Google guy. Words am hard. They sure am, Nisk. I agrees. I saw there was a meme. Hold up. Someone shared on Facebook, and it said, "I don't think, therefore I don't am," or something like something ridiculous like that. And I had some words to say about that meme, and it was very interesting. I was like, I think I said as part of my my post about the meme, I said like, you sure did. You read that post. Cool. The end of that post got very dark, unintentionally. Just like, and after that, to posit there that you do not am. That was my favorite part. I said it so nonchalant, like wrote it so nonchalantly. I've had one saved to my phone for years, and it's a little green guy rubbing his hands together saying, "I don't exactly think, therefore I ain't exactly." And it's my favorite thing. That's better. I like that one more, actually. Oh, it's just funny. Like, so, it's one of that's the topic of conversation around these parts a lot these days is consciousness and the like. So it just, when I see things like that, it just reminds me of the conversations me and my roommate have on the daily. And so like, I have things to say. It's like I have thoughts, I have dreams, I have emotions, I have feelings. I'm a human being, or am I? Because sometimes I sing a little song that goes, I don't want to be human, I want to turn into a gel. That's it. You just sent it to me. How dare you? Thank you.
I just want to fly.
I haven't sang that one. That was a go-to for me for a very long time. But I wouldn't sing "I Just Want to Fly." I would be. It was when I was quite. I would be. I just want to die, and then I'd riff after that. You know, like stick a knife inside my eye hole, or something. You know, like any way that you could possibly be. You could die. I just riff after that. I don't do that as much anymore because I don't want to die as much. Ever. As much. In game. Wait, we're not playing a game. Fuck. No. All right. Now I gotta see this meme-a-ronis. With that guy, it actually like. Like, I also like that whoever edited that meme, like, it's like so, like the amount of effort into changing the text on that meme. Yeah, that's exactly what sells it, because it's like really bad editing, saying like I don't exactly think, therefore I ain't exactly. It was really, it was clear like Microsoft Paint ads editing. Oh gosh, I've been laughing so hard recently. I love how much I've been laughing recently. Like when I go to streams, when I hang out with my friend this weekend. Like I've been having a great time hanging out in Goop's chat lately, and just like vibing. Like I'd come in, I probably talk usually for, I think like maybe the first like 15-20 minutes I'm there, and then I like get distracted by something and I lurk for the rest of the stream, and I'm just giggling. And then every now and then I might like kind of like pop in with like a little quip or something about something that's happening. But I just like vibing. He's got good vibes. He's good to just kind of have on and chill. Usually what will happen is I'll be hanging out like pretty fully intent, like intently watching for a while. And if I get there early, it's like a couple of hours. Whenever he ends up taking his lunch break, though, that's when I'm like, oh, cool, I'll take a lunch break. And then my lunch break turns into going about my rest of my day, which is probably good because, you know, I probably should do something other than watch Goop all day. That sentence sounds weird if you don't know what I'm talking, if you don't know who I'm referring to. I just watched Goop dripping from the ceiling. I just watched the Goop channel, hosted by Gwyneth Paltrow. Goop. Vagina candles. That's a thing. You know, I can't even say things that I'm gonna say. Oh, I missed Panic saying remember Mansers. Yes, I do. I do remember Mansers. The questions that they asked on that show were incredibly ridiculous and always set them up to tell really insane stories that it's just crazy. And then I see that we had Rad Boy saying BRB getting ready to do shift change at work. All right. Adam Carolla sucks. Yes, I agree. I do not like Adam Carolla. But I do remember Mansers. That was on Spike TV, which was cable television's answer to Lifetime or something like that. They're like, we've had enough of women channels. Now we're going to make a man channel like all the other channels. It's like, what do you mean? like, there's clearly like every other channel, like Comedy Central, TBS, all like it was like most other like network, like other like television shit. It's all targeted at a dominantly male audience, or predominantly male audience. Why would we need a channel specifically for men as an answer to the Lifetime or the Hallmark Network? The two channels where they make movies and TV shows targeted at women, which all are about women getting abused and like murdered in their relationships. So like, is it really targeted at women? I don't know. It seems more like it plays into a male power fantasy most of the time, which is bizarre to me. However, I actually don't know if that's like still a thing that like they do on those like channels. I think a lot of those movies have kind of like moved to like streaming services too. Like you can get them like on Netflix right away now. Wowzers! I'm having a good time sitting here chatting. I am though I'm feeling pretty energized. I'm feeling pretty good. I am gonna take a look. I can't say the phrase "take a look" without thinking "take a look," and then immediately going inside my rectum, spread my cheeks, and then inspect them in my head. I finish it in my head, and then I immediately think the word rectum when I hear the words "take a look," which turns out very common phrase people say. Oops! Now I've poisoned myself. Poison. I was gonna say I was gonna examine. There we go. I just gotta say different words. Gotta say, my Steam library, as I might play a game tonight. But actually, you know what? I was thinking. I don't think I will do a Steam game. I think I originally was like, maybe I'll play something on Steam. But I think what I'm actually gonna do is I might play some Mario Kart 8. I might go grab my Switch when we take our first break here at the hour mark, and then would be very shortly. And then I'll go grab Mario Kart 8 and just kind of like jam on that for a minute. Probably just play like a rando lobby or something. Unfortunately, bed time. Gotta be an early tomorrow. All right, have a good one. Well, good night, good evening. Have a lovely sleep. I'm sorry you have to get in early tomorrow. I hate to hear that. Going into work early is never fun. Regardless of what you're doing, even if you, I think even people that like love their job or want to go into work every day, may not necessarily want to be waking up at the crack of dawn and going in. I don't know how early you got to go in, but have a good one. You too. Good night, good evening, and I'll see you around. And like I said, I think we will. I set everything up though. Hopefully. It will be very easy, just kind of like go in and have my Switch will work and everything will work, and everyone will be happy, and we'll play a little bit of Mario Kart. I'm hoping. And I also have like a lot of other like Switch games and like games I haven't played in a while on the Switch that we could jump into, or like things that are like easy to kind of just like pick up and play like real quick and just like do like little couple like rounds of whatever. I know I have a couple like arcade like games on there. I also have the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, so any early like NES games are like, hey, we maybe just want to play a Kirby game or some shit just for fun. I think I think tonight's a Switch kind of night, a Switch gaming kind of night. So once I pop into the gaming mode, that's probably what we'll be doing. I wasn't even thinking of what was gonna game, but like I'm really feeling. I just have this energy. I'm feeling like I don't want to like I wanted to like end at like an hour. I'm like, you know what? I want to go for like another hour, maybe 2, playing a game. But something like I said, I don't have to like dedicate like a 6 or 7 hour stream to, because I can't even do that anymore. I'm not as young as I used to be, because that's how age works. I will say though, it's March 2nd, so happy March. I didn't even say that we're finally out of February. We're into March. We're doing the thing. And I wanted to say that March it's a big month in the creamery, because 7 years ago, I want to say it was 2018. Yep, that tracks. That's how math works. 2018, and in March of 2018, I had been doing Twitch already for. I'd been like on and off for like a year, but I had really been doing like a month in February of 2018 of just like non-stop streaming nearly every day. I don't think I did miss a day in February of 2018. I think I streamed every day in February of that year. And then in March, I was like, you know what? I think I could slow down. I did a lot of streaming in March. I should in February. I'll do Poke Mondays and Rocket League Fridays and maybe streams here and there. And I had a really good March. And Poke Mondays were actually successful. And at the end of March is when I started getting more people coming into Poke Mondays. It's when Geo Dash showed up for the first time. Nisk was in Poke Monday streams, kind of helping me be like coaching me in here and there. He'd always been doing that, but since I was consistently doing the Poke Monday streams, he could consistently be coaching. And that's how he became a mod and all this stuff. And then 7 years later, and like I said, that in April of that year is when we got affiliate. And then 7 years later, here we are. And I mean, like I was in February. If we go back and you look at the old clips of when I first started streaming in February of 2018, there's some like one of the first clips in my YouTube highlight reel is me playing Rocket League, and I was in my closet office, which I was cramped. I wasn't even like in an actual desk chair. I was in like this little gaming thing, leaned up against the wall, and it was. So like to think that now I have a whole office with like a really nice like desk and a microphone that has like I it blows my mind. I'm sitting here. I'm able to do streams like this. I have like a nice like camera that like I just upgraded. I still have my old camera, and I'm actually gonna set it up. I don't know if Zora actually went in the bed. She did not. I might have to trick her into using that bed more, because I have an extra camera now, and I might kind of want to set up a Zora cam if I can. So I'm gonna see if there's a place where she'll chill, or where she's chilling more often than not when I stream. I might go check on her when we go out for the break, which I think I'm gonna go take the break like right now ish, because we don't have we've been live for about an hour. If I take a break and I come back, it'll be about the hour mark when I get back, and then we'll jump into some gaming, which I think sounds like a plan. I definitely want to play. I think Mario Kart is definitely sounds like a good start. It's like something to get back into, like a chill kind of casual game. We can play for an hour. We can play for 30 more minutes. It doesn't really matter how long we play. We'll see how much action I have in me left for the night. But I know I'm not done yet. I know my Steam hasn't run out quite yet. I still have some energy left, because I did wake up at 8 p.m. and it's only 11:15. So I'm still rolling over here. I'm still going. So I'm gonna say this joke it's from the Mall Dad Entertainment stream. We started saying it's not rock and roll, it's just roll. It's a joke. So I don't say I'm rocking and rolling. I'll just like I'm rolling, and it's like we're rolling out of there, rolling. Like, fucking whatever. Like is rolling. That's the biscuit, right? Pretty sure. All right, folks. I will be right back. Enjoy some tunage. And when I return, we'll play some games. Or a game. Who knows? I'm actually back. Okay. Gone a little bit longer than I wanted to be, but oh, why did I mute myself? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so now that is the thing. I'm gonna do this. Deactivate, activate. Is this? Sick. Okay, I have to set something up real quick. But it does, however. Wait, do I want to do this? And then boom. Oh, look at that. All right, cool. Oh, hold on. I want to do something real quick before I start. All right. I'm going to switch it over here. All right. So I'm going to switch you guys to seeing my face. Because I am back. I'm not going to be right back. I have returned. All right. And we have Greninja Killer coming in the chat as a first-time chatter. Hello, Greninja Killer. Sorry I did not see your chat until right now. I was away, and I did not open my chat back up until this exact moment. And you said, and this is to go even further beyond. And then, I don't know if I want, I'm not going to do a Super Saiyan 3 scream at 11:21 p.m. When I have neighbors, but I could do my best, kind of go goo, like, wow, I was like squeaky. But welcome on in. How's it going? My name's Kai Will. Welcome to the channel. This is the Creamery, is what we call it here. If you stick around long enough, you'll probably find out why. And other than that, we're just chilling. We're gonna play some games, but I wanted to set up my. I've done some different internet stuff here, so I want to make sure that the internet settings that I'm on are the best for this area. I could actually put a wired connection in for this, to be perfectly honest, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna do. Do you want that one? I think this is probably the best, and then I'll just do the. I think that's right.
I mean, isn't that just kick you in the
Greninja
crotch
Killer,
there?
thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Creamery. Or welcome, well, you know, being a part of the Creamery. Or what do you want to call? I don't even know what I call. I don't call people who follow. I don't like have a name. I don't think it's necessary. But if you guys wanted a name, you could give one to yourselves. It'd be kind of funny. The Milkers. What I'm seeing now is your normal state. I'd say Kaiwill is the state that I prefer to be in 90% of the time if I can be. I'm also high as fuck right now. I just did a dab before I came back in here. You know what, man? You have good vibes. I'll drop a follow. Thank you. I appreciate the follow. Greninja Killer, welcome on in. Yeah, so what's what are you up to, Greninja Killer? What brings you in here on a Sunday evening? Or I guess maybe it could be a Monday morning for you. Could be a Sunday afternoon if you're further behind. I'm not quite sure. But hold on, I'm gonna get Mario Kart 8 going at home.
Home, welcome home, Rad Boy 90.
All right, I'm gonna get things set up over here to be playing some Mario Kart. I want to switch. I'm at least gonna switch the category here. I said just chilling and chatting on a Sunday as the name of the title of the stream. However, we are going to still be chilling and chatting. I'm just going to be doing it whilst playing Mario Kart. Whilst. What a fun word. Whilst. Would you look at that? Now we're playing Mario Kart. Holy fuck. Oh my gosh. The game is like very loud, and it's probably blaring out the sound of the anything else. Dang, I'm going to turn that game music down. I might even just take off my headphones when we're playing the game. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll turn on the speakers to my computer. So if alerts go off, I guess I could keep my... I want to hear the game music, though. I do like Mario Kart music. It is quite fun. I'm sure. I'm going to do online when we do it, so... If anybody's out there would like to join in on some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action, if you have a Nintendo Switch... and Nintendo Switch Online, you want to play, do some races, feel free to join it. I'll probably just join like a lobby, but if you want to like friend me, add the friend code, add it, like do whatever. And I'm probably just gonna do like, I'd say I know I have about a solid hour when I play Mario Kart, but if I'm having a good time, I've been able to go for like 3 hours playing Mario Kart. So this is anybody's guess. And I can also turn on the mood lighting too, which by which I mean turn off the bright light. I might just do that.
I might just do that.
I'm a fucking weird person. So Greninja Killer, you've done yourself a favor if you're into hanging out with very weird fucking people. I think I'm gonna do worldwide. Give myself that, you know. I have 7,100. That's not bad. Rosalina. I really enjoy it. My roommate, he has a lot of excess stuff. I actually turn on the game music here. I've just been jamming to like the the music I had playing before, but it's like, you know, I should probably turn on the actual game music. And like I said, I think what I'll do is I'll switch, or no, you know what? I'll just I'm just gonna take my headphones off for right now. If alerts go off, hopefully I could switch. I'd have to switch the audio. Actually, hold on. Looks like I can do this because I'm spectating. Because I can hear it's coming through the speaker on here. Oh wait! Oh no! I hit the wrong button. Go back. No, go back. No, go back. I could monitor the game sound through here too. But the main speakers, if I put this here, then I have to make sure I change it here so that you guys hear anything that plays through the speakers. And then that way I can also hear anything that plays through the speakers too. I gotta be. That did not work. Get muted. Alright. You know what? I can't hear the game sound, so you know what? I'm just gonna listen to the music on the computer while I play. I'm just like, I'll listen to music through the computer speakers, and I'm gonna switch everything right back to the way it was before. This is how a professional does things, by the way, folks. I'm not professional by any means, in my mind, but ooh, I like a lot of these. I'm gonna vote for Tokyo Blur. It's a newer thing. I've done a lot of other courses in this game, so this is back on, and then I am gonna mute the desktop audio, but you guys will hear as if I'm playing Mario Kart. But I am going to listen to some jams in the back in the background. That's funny. Alright, I'll just put on some jams, and then you guys won't hear any of it, but you'll hear it as if I'm playing Mario Kart. It'll sound like that game is right in your noggin. Funky Kong is the best racer? Funky Kong? Really? See, I'm just a Rosalina guy. I love playing as Rosalina. Love Waluigi. I think he's so. A lot of people play as Waluigi online. I've been in lobbies where there's like 3 or 4 people playing as Waluigi. Actually, let's see how many people play as Waluigi in there. It doesn't show you here. It only shows you on the results screen. I'm just racing online, so it might be. It would have said right there on the screen if it was 150 or not. I wasn't paying attention. We'll find out. Because online, I don't choose. I'm just in, like random. You know, I'm playing with random people. Fun times. How did we get Mario? Was this even a choice? This wasn't a random. God, it just gotta be 150. I think most of the, like, if you race online and random, like with randoms, it's 150, and then occasionally you get 200 cc. I also haven't played online in a minute. I'm actually really glad I'm playing online because I feel like I barely have been using my NSO benefits recently, and so I'm trying to get more into like playing certain, like just want to play some games online more, and actually use like the old school like retro games that like they have available too, because like they do have some good stuff like on the NES and SNES stuff. They actually, the N64 is the thing. I want to play some of those games on stream because if I can find one of the N64 controllers for Nintendo Switch, and I guess they're like some I feel like I've seen them at my local game store, but like they're harder to find. Like they're not always in stock online, so like I guess they get bought out pretty quickly when they do get in stock. So I'd like to have one of those to play some of the OG Nintendo 64 games that I never actually played from, like Banjo and Kazooie, and there's a couple other ones that are available on NSO. So I'd like to give those a shot, and it would be easiest to. Though I did find when I was going through some of my roommate's stuff today, I did find the thing that is probably better than what I currently have. That would let me stream pretty much any retro game system with an adapter of the AV to HDMI adapter. So I'm gonna test that out because I did want March to be the return of streaming some Mario 64 speedrunning stuff, and I think that will actually that this little thing. I think did I still have it over here? I might have put it over. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's just like a really like basic one, but it has, you know, just has your normal ins and outs and everything. And so this guy right here, I think it's gonna be better than what I have currently to adapt my N64 to HDMI, because that one it's very finicky, and sometimes it will drop the signal very like suddenly. And so I think I want to test this one more and see how it works. So I'm gonna be like probably working on that with this month, because I think I want by the end of the month to start kind of doing some more practice runs of Mario 64. Now that because I have derusted recently, so I think it would be fun to like I want by March, like basically I think my rough goal was by the end of this year, by the end of 2025, getting a sub hour. However, realistically, it's just by March of 2025 is when I really want to get it. So we have a year. Because it's not going to be like I'm dedicating like a lot, like so much time that the only thing I stream or do is Mario 64. It's just something. It's part of what I want to add back to streaming, because I think I realized recently that streaming is when I have the most fun playing video games, is like streaming, or when I have like people over to play. Like I do like having single player experiences. There's like certain games, but I like sharing those experiences with people a lot too. So it's like I'm really excited to play the Final Fantasy 3 ROM hack. I'm really excited to do a lot of this, like to do some cool. Oh, wow, I got Coconut Mall. I copped 2 of them the day the orders went live on the Nintendo. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I wanna get one for when I play through some of the Nintendo. Or like I said, there are a lot of games I do have for N64, but the fact that it's easier, I can play them immediately. If I had just through NSO makes sense to do that, some of them, because otherwise I might be looking for carts. What if the carts don't work? What if, there's a lot of like what ifs, and if so But I have seen a lot of games. The one thing I would like to do is play through Majora's Mask, the N64 version, on stream. I think we're still technically in the middle of a Zelda game. I can't remember. I can't remember if we ever finished the last Zelda game I started on stream. Oh, I don't know why I went up the wrong way there. That was a little silly. I forgot how much I like just Mario Kart just puts me in a good mood. Like, I'm not like mad that I'm like in 8th place. Like, I feel like in the past I might have been a lot more angry that I'm in 8th place. I'm just like, 8th place is better than last place. And like even last place, it's like at least I place. You know, like I mean, you're gonna get last. That doesn't make any sense. At least I placed. Yeah, duh. You're gonna get like even if you're in last place, you're gonna get a place. If you participated in the race, you're gonna get at least last place. Ooh, I got a crazy aider. Ooh boy. Wow, that's a lot of bullshit. Whoa, bullet bill shit. Oh my. Bullet bullshit. Billet bullshit. I made sense. Oh my gosh, there's so many bullet bills. Whee! 7th? 8th. Okay, 8th is okay. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. The official NFO ones are fantastic for the console. Okay, cool. And honestly, like I think it will be like really good. Like it would be probably the nicest way to stream it. I think like if I wanted a pure experience, I have my CRT back there too. That's like what I'd rather play. Oh, you're getting worse. Oh no. I'm voting Animal Crossing. I really like this level. I got worse too though. I think I was in 6th place in the first race and I got 8th place in the second race. I'm caring less and less about where I place and just having a good time because I'm playing games and hanging out on stream. The red glasses. Okay, well, welcome on in, Panic. Thanks for joining the game, the races. Hell yeah. I also want to get back into playing some Smash on stream again too. So I think that would, that's so did we just have this fucking race crash earlier? I used it with Smash. Helitoxic was using the original 12. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I gotta say I wanna play some more Smash on stream. Probably have like just little I think casual, they will be like more competitive than most people would be playing. But like, get Geo and both, yeah, maybe if he has access to I feel like it's only occasionally he can play Smash. I can't remember. But I definitely want to be able to play with Geo, get some Smash going on, have a time. If I can get Joel in here to play some roommate to play with us too, that would be a heckin' good time. Honestly, I think it would be just fun for there to be one time where it's just me and Joel playing each other local with like it's like then we have the zero lag to be able to play with each other, and that's when I'm able to do my best. Hell, we could get like a whole group of people over here to do matches. It would be fun. I love playing Smash. Actually, I haven't played it in a minute. I definitely have within the last 6 months. I can say that, but it's been at least a month or two. Only way I'm going Smash is if I steal my friend's Switch. Okay, that's how it is. I couldn't remember if it was a family member that had the Switch or your friend, and I thought it was a friend. So I was like, okay. I knew that you would only be able to play it if you had access to it, and I wasn't sure. I knew you didn't have your own Switch, but I wasn't sure if it was like. Oh, but I guess if it was a family member, they'd probably let you, couldn't borrow it. But maybe it wasn't a family member you lived with. I wasn't sure. But that makes sense. Wow, 8th again. Hey, I didn't do any better or worse. I broke even. Isn't that lovely? It's great when you break even. That's like, I love it when I just stay in 8th place. But now that I know that this dock, because actually I wasn't even sure if this dock was like how it was gonna function and everything. I tested it before, but it'd been a minute, and like one of the docks I tested originally didn't work, and then I tested them again, and then both of them worked, and I was like, okay, and I was kind of like, all right, I'm not sure if I trust this or not. And then when I plugged it in, it worked, and I gave the other dock to Lauren, so I really hope that other dock works. I remember that I've tested both of them before I gave it one. I have a Switch Lite. Okay. A copy of Smash Ultimate, but I'm not paying for NSO, and I haven't touched the damn thing in over a month. That's fair. That's fair. Well, hey. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. Elise Lopez01. Appreciate you. Welcome on into the creamery, where you'll figure out why we call it that if you stay here long enough. Hey, how are you? I am great. How are you doing? Elise, welcome on in. I'm actually having a pretty fucking baller day, if that's the way you want to put it, I guess. I don't know if that's how I'd normally put it, but that's the way I just put it right now, so maybe, I guess it is. Yeah, it's been a really nice day. I've been chilling. I took a nap. Yeah, late afternoon, early, I don't even know, into the evening. Good, thanks. Where are you from? I'm from the U.S. in the Midwest, particularly around those parts. I'm actually more from my. I reside in my bedroom. I come from the bed. I'm here from the living. I do not stream daily. I stream when I can and when I want to. Is essentially how I feel about it. I'm not. This is more of just like a chill thing I do. When I streamed the last time. I think I streamed like a week ago, a little over a week ago actually. Woo! That was a nice little snippy poo. But something I like to do. Something that's enjoyable for me. I mean, you can ask me anything. It's just like depending on what you ask, it might depend on how I respond. Dopey app. I wanted them to do it. I wanted them to say it first. That's clearly where they're going. Oh my gosh. Dopey app. It's obvious. It's so obvious. I already knew from the moment that they... You made them not say it. No, I wanted them to say it. Oh, you made them run away. No, they won't say it now. You called them out before they were allowed to, before they tried to peddle their art. I was waiting, me too. Did you hear me? I was like tiptoeing around saying it. I was like, you can ask me a question, but depending on what the question is, depend on how I respond to you. Oh my god. And then they just fucking like noped out of here, and then in 3 days I'm gonna lose that follow because it was a bot. Motherfucker. Like, that shit happens so fucking... Mod doing their mod duties in 2025? Based. Both of you didn't even have to ban them. He just called them out, and they were like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I just don't understand, like, that has to be like a bot thing, bot activity. But then they respond like real people by leaving when you call them out. So are they bots or are they real people? I can never tell. Are they trained to leave after if they get called out in chat? Like how would that even be a thing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. I can tell you it's really funny to me that they do that shit. And it's always smaller streams. They always do that. The fact that we all immediately thought that that was the angle. It actually is. Like, first time chatter. There's reasons that we all think it though, right? First time chatter comes in with hey, How are you? Good to hear that. All these things. Name has Elise _ Lopez 01. Very common last name and first, like, you know, general first name, and then the underscore seemed and the 01 seemed like, okay, auto generated, bot generated. So that was my first clue, is like anytime there's an 01, because like most people are gonna try to get rid of an 01. Like the 90, that's not the 90th iteration. It's a different thing for Radboy 90, right? So it's like I know, you know, like I don't know if you are the 90th Radboy. I could be wrong. System malfunction, abort. It's just so obvious when they come in like that, and then they're like, "Wait, can I ask you something?" And then, "Do you stream daily?" That was when I knew it was coming. Which is why I responded to that question the way I did too. I was like, not really. I kind of just stream when I want. When I say when I want and when I can. When I can and when I want. I actually like, I like that response. Like, when do you, like, what's your stream schedule? When I can and when I want. I cannot, I just can't, like, I actually can't keep a decent schedule if I want to. I just don't want to keep a schedule for streaming. It's not what makes me happy. What makes me happy is just being able to kind of go live whenever I feel like it. And if there ends up being a consistency to that, then like, okay, cool. At least for my own channel. I'm fine with doing it on other channels. I actually really like having, tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'll be over on Ball Dad Entertainment. And I will be. That's what's happening. I'm gonna try to have more of an idea of what I'm doing with my stream tomorrow, but I mean, I'll definitely be playing some, like, you know, music. I'll probably do some, like, I might play put together some songs of my own that I'm working on for my EP and play those at the beginning of streams when I'm hosting. Go into like the Mall Dad sneak preview kind of stuff, and then after that I'll pick playlists or albums from the community. I am working on recording some of my piano songs, and I want to do a lot of some of those recordings this week. I want to try to knock out 1 or 2 of sessions of recording. So that might be something I do tomorrow before I stream. Before stream, I could play them well. I am in last. Okay, I lost the race. I couldn't do anything. Next time, be crude with the responses. Yeah, I usually stream after a 3-hour jerk sesh. Yeah, I usually stream after I come so that like you guys can like get me like when I'm like full energy and I have a lot of dopamine and like serotonin going through my brain, oxytocin, whatever, like, you know. So like I come here with post nut clarity, so I know that I actually want to be here. I laughed a bit too hard at the situation and caught on immediately, but I couldn't wait until they got to the art part. Yeah, I was holding back. I wanted to say it. I was dancing around the topic when I was saying like, well, what is? I wanted to say, like they said, by the way, can I ask you something? And I wanted to say, is it? Do I want to buy your art? Because the answer is no. But I didn't say that. I said I was a lot nicer. I decided to be nicer. Wow, people like the Toad Harbor here. Oh shit. Right, wait, can I grab Discord from the other screen? No. Yeah. Hey, how are you? Who comes like, honestly, what human says, hey, how are you in 2025? No one says that. Nobody's that nice. Most people look at you on the street, like, most people don't even look at you when you walk by them in public. I'm not gonna lie. Most people just kind of, look down and, like, try not, like, or maybe that's just me, because I'm weird. They're like, I don't want this guy to fucking notice me. Like, stay away. Probably just me. Have no fear, then. You have a very sarcastic chat to chat mod to be blunt for you. Fair enough. I like it. I like your bluntness. like I like the bluntness of certain melee weapons, such as a baseball bat. Why did I use? Well, it's not even like normally a weapon. It's actually a like for an instrument for sports. I'm sitting over here like, yes, a melee weapon, such as a baseball bat. See, you see what my priorities are in life. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna go too far with that. Ooh, Bando. Is it Pondo? I think it's actually Pondo. Oh shit! Misifu! Don't want you. No. Oh my gosh! Woo! Ah! No! Oh no! Oh my gosh! I got cum on my face. Oh fuck! I went from first, like, I was in first at the beginning of the last lap, and I'm in 10th at the start of the third. Not good. This is not a good look. This is not a good look. This is not a good look. Oh! Oh my gosh, bullet bill. Okay, I got an invincibility star. Nobody can hurt me. Power star. It gives me invincibility. Alright, we're going. We're going. We're flowing. Alright, I'm right here. There's no way I'm getting anything other than like, oh fucking titty ass fuck tits. Shit dick ass tits. Yep. Oh shit. Fucking tits. Oh fuck tits ass shit. I got last place.
This time.
Fuck. All right, folks. I think that's the end of stream. No, I'm just kidding. I think that was not great. It was not a great. Unless you're me, then it's bussy. Lock in, Kyle. I did not lock in. I did not lock in. I was terrible. That was awful. That was an awful. Yeah, pack it up. Time to go to bed. All right, lights off. Lights off. Feet under the covers. What the fuck? Feet under the covers? Don't let the monsters under the bed see your toesies. They're into that. They'll eat them. They're gonna lick your toesies. Maybe I should go to bed. No, I have definitely a couple more races in me, but I don't think I'll be on much longer. I'm getting tired again, even though I woke up at 8 p.m. Like, it was a nap. Like, I'm gonna be tired again. I'm gonna go back to sleep. So, we will see how much longer I have in me. I think I'm feeling it feels like about 3 or 4 more races is what it feels like to me. I want to play, like, I knew earlier. I was like, you know what? I want to play a game. I'm feeling it. I definitely don't want to, like, end stream quite yet. I still have some energy. That last race definitely took a lot of it out of me. I'm not gonna lie. That last race was a toughie. Wuss. And I can feel my eyes starting to get and needs to be time for me to start winding things down. I also ate a lot of a lot of food before stream, and so I think like it originally gave me energy, and now I'm like realizing I just need to go to bed soon. I'm off to bed right now. All right. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being here, Rad Boy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in here with that 46 months subs to the channel. Thank you so much again for supporting me, supporting the creamery, what we do here, which is just so much nonsense. I love it. Have a great night. Get some rest. I know you said you had just so much work. Drive driving, shifting. So get some rest, and I'll see you around. Yeah, we'll definitely. I'm out at midnight. All right, honestly, if you're both going to sleep and it's out at midnight, I might honestly just pop off stream right after this race because I'm starting to feel the grogginess. And I don't know how many other people are still around in chat. I'm kind of, so if a lot of people, if some folks in chat are going to bed, I'm already feeling like going to bed. Maybe it's a sign I should go to bed. You know? Ah! Yeah, I think I should go to bed. There's always tomorrow for more stream nonsense. I can always wake up and do more streams in the morning. And I will for sure be live. Oh my god, I'm just driving right into the fucking I've been getting last place in like every race too, so it's like, you know, I don't even care about the game anymore. I'm not even like playing. I'm like half dying. God, I'm so far behind everybody in this race. This is terrible. Wait, can I get somebody? Oh, Bullet Bill! Bullet Bill! Give me, oh my gosh! Yes, I got double first! Let's go! Oh, I don't have the double first email because I'm not subscribed to Meg right now. Well, would you know? I'll just whatever. I think I will call it actually after that race. I guess like I know I could probably do one more, but I actually just like I think I got what I wanted out of Mario Kart tonight, and it was really more like I wanted to play my Switch again because I charged it earlier, and it was just like, you know what, I really feel like playing Switch and having a good time on stream doing that, so why not? And it worked. And then next thing we'll probably do is play N64 on stream. And then the next thing we'll probably do after that is anything else. We have a cooking stream. Actually, the cool thing about the cooking stream is the setup that I have out in the other room now is perfect for cooking streams because it's right next to the kitchen. And I can set up a camera on it. I can set up mics out there. So there will probably be a cooking stream, maybe this week. And honestly, it could be this week because I've been cooking a lot more at home, and I actually was planning on making a chili. Yeah, that would be kind of sick to make a chili soon. And yeah. Do that, but actually, I might not make that I might not do that tomorrow then, if that's the case. But yeah, thank you everybody who was here for the stream. We, you know, it was a shorter one this evening. We only went, you know, like a little over an hour and a half here tonight. Played a little bit of games and a little bit of chatting. I really wanted to just go live and kind of catch up on the week because it was this is just so much happened, and even though I didn't get into like a lot of details because most of it was just Tuesday and Wednesday being like just big, so much happened. But it's not stuff I'm going to talk about in the stream and really get into the anxiety and like all the little intricacies of what happened. Realistically, I just did a lot of really, I was out and about. I went to my dad's twice. I went to see my friend. I was out, you know, got some stuff for the house. So it's like, you know, getting prepared for future, you know, productivity, future creativity, and just having really good, like this good feeling. It was a good week. So with all that being said, this next week I think it's going to be a great week as well. We're in the first week of March. March is my birthday month, so I love March. I always have a great time in March. I kind of like celebrate my birthday as much as I possibly can. Like almost nearly every day if it feels like. It's still fun. Hopefully you see. Oh yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna be back again within the next couple of days. While the bestie is still on her vacation. She comes back on like Wednesday, like really early on Wednesday morning. So I'm doing I do a lot to just, you know, keep myself busy while she's gone and keep myself distracted. And who knows, if I go live while she's gone, maybe she'll even show up and chat, and we'll and participate in some conversation. You never fucking know. But what I will say is that I will definitely be live the next 2 days on the Maldad Entertainment stream. playing some tunes and talking about shit and making jokes and being goofy and whatnot, because that's what I tend to do. It's very possible in those 2 days I will also be live over here. I kind of plan on going live in the next couple of days. I really want to, and then I'll be also over on the Maldad stream on Wednesday night, and then yeah, I mean this weekend I know I'm not going to be doing a lot because of but then also I want to make sure I plan that Discord call with y'all, so I'll be in touch because I know this weekend, because PP's been out of town for a while. I know that I will be and we're going to a concert on Saturday, so I have things going on. I'm a busy man these days. And then a week from tomorrow, or almost a week from today, since it's almost it's midnight now. It's Monday. It's March 3rd. A week from today, I'm getting it will be official. Lauren is actually coming over on Wednesday to sign the divorce papers, and it will be official as of next Monday. As long as we get everything filed before then, it will be the last day I will be married. And then March 11th, starts a process of like applying for certain things, and making sure all the documentation's right. But yeah. This is going to be the end of stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm not going to raid out to anybody because I'm very tired. I don't like raiding out to people if I'm tired, or if I don't even have like a lot of folks to bring over. So I think I'm just going to call it here. This is a super fun stream. It was still fun. It was still fun, even though it's short. Just because it's short doesn't mean it can't be fun. That's what I tell all my girlfriends. Which is one that it was my wife, is my wife still. Anyway, I didn't actually tell her that. I'll see you guys around. I will be, like I said, I stream when when I can and when I want and when I can. I think that's the way I like to phrase it. So hopefully, like I said, I want to stream in the next 2 days. If I can, I will. So you'll see me. Oh my gosh. And of course, we start the stream with a fucking quote. Fucking, that's the way the rectum crumbles. And we end it with, just because it's short doesn't mean it can't be fun. And now we've got 151 quotes. The 151 quote, the 151st quote. Yes. You know what? I think that's a perfect way to end stream. You're welcome. Good night. Good night, Bofiab. Good night, Steve. Good night, anybody else. Good night, Elise Lopez 01, you artist. Thank you so much. Everybody else who was here in chat hanging out, Panicked. We had you hanging out playing some Mario Kart with us. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later this week. I'll definitely be around. I know this past week I wasn't on Twitch or on my stream as much as I said. I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna be streaming more. You know me. You know how things go. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Goodbye.